a day in the life of Jocelyn. So Jocelyn goes around, and you're in real estate, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, dudes, they see a pretty girl, and they just go full-blown retarded. So Jocelyn goes to Wegmans, and there's a $200 to $300 bill that you're checking out with. No, were you with a girl or a boyfriend, girlfriend?
I was with one of my girlfriends.
You wouldn't with a boy, correct?
I was with one of my girlfriends.
Right. So $340.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then some Silver Fox character.
Yes.
Goes full-blown retarded.
Yeah.
And says, "But you are just too pretty to pay for your own food.
He liked my dress.
I'm paying for the $340."
Yeah, and he was so... He would not. I had my card in my hand. I was like, no, it's okay. Like, I got it. It's okay. And he would not let me get to the card reader to put my own card in. He's like, no, really. And it was... You know when you try to tell somebody...
How old was he, about 40-something, you said?
Yeah, he was probably like mid to late 40s, probably.
A Silver Fox, though.
Yeah, and he was good looking.
A handsome fella.
Yeah, like, you know what, like, he's one of those, like, you would, you know.
It goes to show you, just being handsome doesn't mean you're not dumb.
Yeah, and, you know, yeah. And he really was just not letting me use my own card. And he put the card in, and he paid for it. And I was like, oh, gosh, like, now what, you know? And he walked out with us, and I was waiting for him to ask for my number. He didn't even ask for my number. He just said he really liked my dress. And he paid for my groceries. It was insane.
He really liked your dress.
Yeah, honestly, it was a really cute dress. Appreciate it. It was a Michael Kors summer dress. It was really cute.
Well, I'll tell you what. You should send that dress as part of the thumbnail for this video.
We got you.
We got you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess I get special treatment sometimes.
You guess?
I do, I guess.
Oh, you know.
Okay,
You don't think it. You know it.
Yeah, I do. I'll admit. I do.
So what is that like, though? Because this is something that
Well-
the majority of women, I mean, even if they're pretty, they probably get a little bit. But you may get it more so. So tell me some examples.
Well,
Like,
I think...
You showed me your inbox, for example,
Yeah.
inbox. You showed me your example of your Facebook Messenger and your Tinder. And I'll tell you what I saw, gentlemen. I saw hundreds of messages, most of which unread, mind you.
Yeah.
Any blue check marks in there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we can't say who they are. That'd be a bad faux pas.
There's this one athlete that, yeah.
One. But you see, that blue check mark probably got your attention, at least.
Actually, I was doing bottle service just because I needed something to do because I was bored, just like with my regular daytime job. So I decided, let's start doing like bottle service, table service at some clubs. And that's where I met the athlete. It was at this higher up establishment. And he found me on Instagram, and yeah.
Sounds like there's more to this story.
He's a nice guy. It's just not,
Well, all right, time out. Well, speaking of nice guys,
yeah.
What kind of guys are you really into? Because we talked about this before we went on air. We said, and I was very impressed with you for admitting this, but you need some sort of like spikes and some sort of stimulation.
I need
that's
levels
not just
of
the genuine
toxicness,
good, not the
yes.
good dudes.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, good dude's boring.
Yes,
the good
for
dude
me.
is predictable.
Mm-hmm.
But a nice gentleman, I shouldn't say nice even, but a guy who's fun and charismatic, he'll keep you on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the guy, shout out to you, you know who you are, who's dated you for 11 years.
Yes.
And that's how he is, kind of,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
You don't know what to expect from him.
Right.
He's a good dude, and he can get away with murder, basically.
No, really.
He can do things that 99 out of 100 dudes, it'd be the creepiest thing you could ever see.
Yeah.
But when he does it, it's charming and fun.
Cute. Yeah, no, it's annoying. It really
Goes to show you, frame is pretty much everything. Like, you can do the same things as all the rest of the schmucks, but if you got, like, a fun, confident energy about it, you can get away with it. So this guy,
So
he
true.
breaks all sorts of social faux pas, wears freaking, construction boots to the
Always,
pool.
everywhere. Everywhere.
I'll have to hashtag him in the video.
Yeah, no, yes. I'm
But
pretty
it works
sure-
for him, though. That's
I
the
think
thing.
we went to
It works.
Cinco de Chao, and he literally wore, like, a nice outfit, but had these giant boots on, and I was just like, you know what? Cheers. Cheers.
And you couldn't even shame him for it.
No, it's just so genuinely his energy. It's just who he is.
And this is a very valuable lesson to me. Because, like, when a guy just owns it 100%.
How can you not respect it, right?
You own it, you go all the way. There's nothing to say bad about it.
No, yeah, because you're just
and
like...
people will go along with it. People will go along with things as long as you own it 100%. But the dudes that they get themselves in the weeds, what they do is they care too much about what the girl thinks. And you think, like, oh, but you need to care about her feelings a little bit. It's like, well... Yes and no.
You know,
a little bit, a very little
but
bit.
There's some things you just shouldn't switch on, I think, and that's what makes it a respectable thing. Like, it's just part of the package, you know? How can you not dig that?
Okay, so you've had 2 long-term relationships.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things, like, really stand out to you about guys now?
You know, I do, obviously. I would like my partner to be on some level of, you know, doing well in life. However...
Well, what are you looking for in particular? Are you looking for like a long-term relationship? Or do you want to be a mother?
You know, I'm so back and forth with that. Like, I would love to have children and start a family. It's just... I thought at one point that's the life I was building. But, honestly... Listen, early in the day, drinking La Marca and being the rich traveling drunk aunt who comes in, spoils the kids.
You are.
Yeah, that's me now. Like, oh my God, kids and my, like, you know, nieces and nephews. I kind of like it. I'm actually fantastic at that position.
Living the dream.
Yeah, but you know, if it doesn't happen by probably a certain age, I'm just gonna be the cool rich drunk aunt, and that's okay.
Well, I mean, you got 5 to 8 years.
Yeah, right.
But here's the thing: you could do this if you wanted to. Mm-hmm. It's not impossible, right? You could probably snap your fingers, and there would be a couple dudes within the next year or 2. They would probably be dying. They'd be like, "Dude, Jocelyn, I'll marry you tomorrow. You'd be my everything." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but they have to have good genetics though, because I'm trying to have like athletic children. I'm trying to have like, see, that's my problem. I'm probably just too picky because I want like.
What's good genetics to you? What do you need? A certain height? You have minimums?
No, you know what? I want.
We're not going to get into the minimums. I told you that other.
You know what's weird? I really okay, and I guess if you take a lineup of the guys that I have dated, they're so completely different. Like, I actually don't have. Yeah, you know, there's not a lot of them.
You haven't really had dated too many.
No, yeah, not at all. So I guess that might be a bad way to represent. But they're so different looking. Like my one is like super tall and skinny. I've dated somebody who's like short and stocky. I've dated somebody. Yeah, I've dated somebody who is, you know, a medium built ginger. Like, you know,
The ginger, they're like aliens.
I know, but that's what's so beautiful about it. I
you would like Prince Harry.
You know,
you would get bored of a Prince Harry real quick.
I really would. Because they have so many public standards, and I'm not a public standard girl.
Prince Harry's too good of a dude for you. You need a little bit of craziness, and you need a little bit of emotional volatility.
I do. You know,
a little toxicity, maybe even too.
Oh, you know, I need some toxicity. Like, I want to argue. Like, I'll get bored.
Because you don't know they love you unless they argue with you.
Well, not even that.
They got to show you how much they care.
But no, not even that. I'll start stupid arguments because I'm bored. Like, I'll just.
So let's give an example of that. This is another interesting thing to say.
Okay. I'll just decide all of a sudden I'm bored and I'm not being stimulated at the moment, and I'll start throwing a little bit of attitude to plant the seed, and then I'll start sprinkling some water on that seed, right? And of course, at first, you don't get the reaction you want because you're still sprinkling the seed. So we're starting.
You're fertilizing.
Yeah, you know, we're getting it going and warming it up and getting it a little wet. And then, you know, that's when you got to hit it with the sunlight, guys. And I will up the ante. So now you have to give me feedback. You have to react.